Okay, people of the internet. Today we have something fascinating. I've had this phone since, I don't know, I've used it since 15 years ago. I last time used it. And it's been sitting on the pocket of my office since then. And now as my children has grown up and they are looking for some phones, I thought that, well, let's give it a go. And I searched and I found battery for this super old phone. Well, I used this thing back then. It's a combination of two companies called Sony and Ericsson. Ericsson used to make phones which are really, let's say, very well connecting, but pretty dull to use. Very rough phones, I would say. And Sony was making pretty looking stereo headsets, type of cassette players, so-called Walkmans. And they were making pretty stuff as these days too. Still Sony is making, and Ericsson these days is, I assume, is making cell towers and all sorts of like that. And it's kind of a combination of two things. It's kind of a camera. It has like small selfie. It's a bit worn out, but yeah, it's kind of selfie that you can see yourself from it when you are taking selfies. And yeah, and it has that Sony Ericsson logo back then. Yeah, it has a self-dedicated button for the camera, volume rockers there, and you have a play and pause button there separately, and then you have some small internal storage there, right, with some memory card, which is probably something inferiorly small. So this one size is 512 megabytes, so 0.5 gigabytes. So super small stick, but well, back then it was pretty enough. I'm actually not sure what is this device going to start up at all. It's been just sitting here for a long time. I have a charger and I have a phone, but I thought that this is like exciting thing to just fire it up and have the first impression since, well, 15-20 years, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so I took the old battery off because it was swollen and it was not happy. I have there some old SIM card inside there. And without further ado, let's check the new battery for it, shall we? So I'll put this here. I'll get my knife and let's open this box here and see what we got. Right. Yes. Right. So here we have that's fancy looking box with even some holder. That's interestingly packaged thing. No, right. No, battery's a battery. Nothing fancy about that. I was actually surprised to find that you can find the batteries for phone that old, but I assume Sony is using these batteries for something else as well, some cameras or so forth, that makes them to be somehow useful for something else than complete vintage phones. Nowadays we all have our iPhones and Androids and OLED displays and whatsoever, bendable phones and so forth. So yeah, so the original battery was a bit bigger, but this is like a little bit smaller, but well, pretty enough. Right, let's open this thing. It's interesting with this holder. I don't know what's that about, but yeah, cool. Yes, so here we have the battery. Let's slot it in. Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, it's there. It went. Just cool. Just like that. Right. Okay, let's see if it has any juice in it. Interesting. First thing, after for so long time. It says SonyEricsson. And here we are. It tells start phone or music only. Well, let's start the phone. And pin code. I must check whether it is. Oh dear, wrong pin code. I might need to swap another. Okay, I think I'll swap another SIM card here and come back. I don't want to mess with this old SIM card here. Okay, let's swap. I'll be back. Okay, so we are back. And now we have our new SIM card here. Let's put it on. Right, now we should know the pin code as well, at least. It buzzed in my fingers a bit, and let's see how it's gonna go. If I bit lock the screen to here, should be good. Perfect. So we are gonna start the phone. Start phone. Right, let's go. Select. Right. Okay. Yeah, it didn't even ask for pin code. So now it's searching. It has a Bluetooth up there. That's fascinating. So what do we got here? Well, of course, yeah, the phone. Okay, it locked up, and let's open it up and now press unlock. Okay, you press this button and unlock. Okay, now we're back here. Right, let's go to put the time correct. The first menu goes there, and it has this type of like animated menu. The symbols have a like it's kind of a well designed. I feel nicely designed, and when you go over, it kind of jump up there. Nice, and small animation there as well. So let's go to settings, and there's time and date. Time is now is 1857, and that's cool. Date, who cares? It is what it is. And we go back, and there's a back button. So going back, and right, here. Okay, now we have time correct, and we have calls there. We have menu. Wonderful, and we have a Bluetooth, and we have a cell phone coverage. So what else do we got here? Let's go. Menu. We have a so-called Walkman area, which when we click, it has some music that we can play. Yes. So back then, this was of course something very unusual because, well, nowadays, of course, you have media, but here it was like a Walkman. It was a music player. Right. Let's see if there's any games or anything here. There's Play Now. There's internet service, which is probably like a, well, so now we receive text message as well, saying that it tells that soon you will receive those MMS service settings. Well, that's cool. Right, what else? Menu, games, entertainment, as it calls, games, video DJ, photo DJ, music DJ, remote control. Yeah, I remember. So you could pair this up with your computer, and you could use it as a remote control through Bluetooth. This is 2000 and I think 2000. I must check later, but 2000 something, 10 maybe. Yeah. So, remote control for your computer back then, and voice recorder, and a demo tour. Wow. So let's check games. We have face wrap. They're locked. I don't know. Oh, it opened up some Java. So now you have a camera running. So probably you can take photo of your face and then wrap it up. Right, okay, I'll skip this and go back. He uses Java. JC, what? Okay, it's a bit, okay, JC does Texas. That's interesting. Please wait. Digital chocolate. Warning, for your safety, this is a game. All tricks. All right, so this is like really pushing what was back then. Like, oh no, so this feels like a Sony PlayStation ish thing from back then when phones were just to make phone calls and text messages. So let's try, let's play. Do Texas. Welcome to Texas. Have a nice vacation in Texas, Johnny. Right. And okay, so I'm inside of a cannon. That's cool. So I probably need to press a button. Let's go. Boom. And I catch bird. Can I do something? Oh, and I landed there. Cool. That's painful. Vacation required stunt failed. So I need to do some stunt. Right. Okay. View reply. So, okay, this is the reply. Okay. So it feels pretty entertaining, I would say. Yeah. And it feels like some, well, it feels entertaining. Right. So not much more stuff here to see, but I see that the phone is able to deliver entertainment. Yes, and then it seems you have some music DJ doing some editing of some music. So probably you have 2 MP3 files or some music clips and you can glue them together. You have also video DJ, so you can record videos and glue them together. Like, that's also sweet. Okay, let's go back. Yes. What is here? File manager. So when you go to camera, let's open this one. So the camera was, yeah. So you put something here in the area. You aim to it. You press halfway, and it focus to it. I remember. Was it this way? Yeah, and it has autofocus. It complains that it can't focus. So yeah, and and then you press to the end. It takes photo. So it works like a like back then those Sony cameras, and I think till these days. So it has two-faced that button there. That felt really serious back then. That's wonderful. Right. So now we got photo, and yeah, and then we could go to file managers, pictures, and to find photos here, and there's some old photos here too. There's some, that's sweet, and there are camera pictures. There's plenty of photos from back then. Years gone past. It's been used. That's wonderful. So yeah, it takes photos. It has a camera feeling button, not just a button that you press and take a photo, but it has a lock. You can lock it. Right. So okay, what else we have here? Contacts. There's lots of contacts there. You have radio, so insert the hands-free. Right. Okay. And you have calls, calendar organizer, alarms, calendar task, notes, calculator. This looks quite well. 25 times 100 plus. Well, yeah, it does what it does. Yeah, synchronization timer, stopwatch. Let's go. New lap. Yeah, very visual. It really is well put together, this screen, I would say. What I've compared to these days, elderly phones, this is like, it has really like a good setup, how it's been laid out here. I feel very comfortable with this. Stopwatch counting, okay, we'll go out. And you have a light, so, okay, I can put the light on for 1 minute. I can put it just on, off, or I can have the SOS. Let's put on. Boom. And here we have light. 2 LEDs. Right, that's good. Let's go back and put it off. I can also put it on for 1 minute, which is nice if I'm, for example, camping somewhere and I want to put the light on for 1 minute just to wrap myself, get myself in the sleeping bags. So I'll put it on and then it goes off automatically. It seems I left the timer on because the symbol is there. And I can put the SOS blinking here if I'm in a emergency situation. So it does this too. I think Sony and Ericsson was back then putting all of their knowledge, the graphical design and their, not just their knowledge together to this phone to make the best what they could do. And I reset this, then go back. Right. Okay, that's interesting. So, and notes, you have tasks, calendar. Calendar is, well, calendar is what it is. Great. And we'll have alarms here. I can put recurring alarms, and you have alarm signal, which is, it seems it's a MP3 file. You can listen how it. There's some V8 sound. Oh no, that sounds good. Yeah, that's a good sound to wake up at morning, huh? That's cool. Yeah, so you could just choose MP3 file from your phone as an alarm sound. Alarms, recurring alarms, all very convenient. Yeah, code memo. Enter 4-digit passcode and then a check word for confirming correctly entered passcode. So it seems you can store here your passwords or passcodes. That's also wonderful. Applications. Google Maps. Newsreader, Opera Mini, Skype. Yeah, that's cool. Google Maps is probably, well, I think it is most likely something really. How long I send to the internet? Yes, let's go. Google Maps version 2.3.2 for Java. And it's connecting to Edge network, 2G so-called. And that's fascinating. Well, I don't know. Oh, it's just, okay, Street View new, now in GM. Right. I don't, whoa. It seems it found something. That's fascinating. It downloads. Yes, that's true. That is actually surprising that actually it's downloading. I can search, enter new search. The capital of our lovely country. Right, searching for, and it found Helsinki. Wow. Navigation. GPS navigation in a 15 years old phone. Knot phone. I didn't expect this. Wow. Okay. That was, and I think you can't put here like navigation on, so you just need to kind of like follow where you are on the map. But well, get direction, satellite view, clear map, show traffic, favorite zoom, exit. Okay, search, get directions. So it seems you can also, and transit, walking. This is quite sophisticated, I would say. Okay. right. So what else would we check from here? I think, okay, I'll exit from here. Yeah. Okay. What else would we check from here? Okay. Here we are in the front. Of course, I can do a phone call and all sort of that. It's just, okay. If I'll just call somewhere, just some creative number and see how it does. It's calling. Okay, yeah, so just calling, there's some animation running there, which is kind of like good as well. And yeah, good. And it seems there's a button small in the corner. When you press it, it goes into mute. Yeah, that's silent mode on. And you press again, it goes, takes the silence off. Right. And here you probably lock it. No, you probably this and lock. Yeah, now it's locked. Okay. And then you have this mysterious orange button. Click it, boom, and we get to this player. So let's click it, boom. Oh yeah. There's something 15 years old music. And if I now okay, just place those things forward. And if I now, what can I do? I can go out. It keeps playing. And if I lock the screen and I press this button, I think, yeah. No, those are volume, but if I keep it longer, yeah, it goes to next song. Yes, so it's in a pocket. You can just find this and or in your backpack and press it, and it will get to. So I can imagine back then having these earphones on, and you would go forward and backwards with this, and here you could pause the song. Okay, it doesn't do that, but you can put more volume to your ears, and you can go to the next song. So all very convenient. That's cool. Let's go to shut down this. So okay. There you go, and stop. Yeah, so it in a daily day use, you could download here, put here music. You could have your earphones, and well, there's no 3.5 millimeter socket here, so you should have some adapter for this one. But then to use it is quite convenient. Okay, so this type of phone, it's SonyEricsson. Model number is. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can find it. It's probably in settings. Call settings, and then there's master phone status, tips and tricks, wizards. Here you find divert, manage, time call, show, hide, Bluetooth. Although it has Bluetooth, it has infrared from back then. USB connection, device management, data, internet settings, streaming settings for Java, accessories. Yes. Startup menu, tips and tricks, phone status. So, it's called SonyEricsson W810i. That's the phone. SonyEricsson W810i. That's right. No, so this type of thing. It could connect to the laptop through this infrared here, which was back then quite common. And it has this, no, well, we use Bluetooth these days, so it supports Bluetooth connecting to your computer. Yeah, so I wonder if you could have if you have a Bluetooth earphone, so could you pair them up with this? That would be something quite wild. Yeah, so okay. I don't know, did you guys get anything out of this small first impression type of review of the SonyEricsson W810i phone from, I think, 2010 or even earlier, so roughly 15 years old phone. I got a new battery that cost maybe 20 euros, and I was surprised to find a battery for this thing, but now I think this is going to go to my daughter perhaps, or one of the kids as just daily driver. And oh, there's some other buttons still there. Let's click it. So it brings shortcuts, applications, Bluetooth, inbox slides. So this is something you can probably customize. Yeah. So there's your shortcuts there. Of course, this is not touchscreen at all. Yeah. And then I can still remind that there is this thing that when you put it this way, and you would look here, there's this like a fisheye looking lens here. So when it's a bit worn now, but when you saw yourself there and your friend, for example, then you would take a photo of it, yeah, this way, and you have your camera button there. So you just arrange everything correctly. You see yourself and the friend there and take a photo, and you get a perfect selfie, because this doesn't have the back screen as well. Back screen. You don't have the front-facing camera in this, because you have only one camera at the back, so you don't really see yourself. But with this small lens, you would see yourself and your friend, and you would make a perfect composure, and then click it and take a photo. And this way, you got actually decent photos. And remember, this made not super sharp, but color balance was good, so you could get photos done with this. Okay, so this was it. So what do you think about this? Was there anything for you from this video? And just give it a thumb up if you liked it, and have a wonderful day from now on. See you and bye bye.